Crete. And there in exile, the once great craftsman made children's toys and sold them in the marketplace of Knossos. Off they went, the little soldiers marching through the crowds and into the hands of a real soldier who carried them like precious jewels to his master. Minos, king of Crete.
Daedalus? All of Greece knows that name. Welcome. What brings the great inventor to Crete and in rags?
Difficult times, Lord. Certain disputes. Travel. This is my son. I wanted him to see more than the olive groves of Athens.
Yes, but difficult time. Oh, that's right. I remember something about a talented boy who fell. Is this right? He fell from the roof. Tragic. I make no secret of my dislike for your city. Accidents at Athens. It was an accident. Are not my... but I love this. Clever. If I wanted something made, something very, very clever, might I interrupt your travels and bring you here? Suitably rewarded, of course. Say no if...
I would not say no.
Really? That's... Oh, I do love these. I'd like... Could they fight each other? Two armies. Cretans and Athenians. Wonderful. No, my problem is that I have a creature, and I want to build it a cage.
A cage would not tax me, Lord.
It's a very special creature. It requires a very special cage. It's a curse on my family, but I cannot kill it. That is not to be. And its hunger is for human flesh. There must be no way out of its cage. Use that clever brain to design something.
And people say Daedalus did use his brain, but the maze he built to imprison the monster, the Minotaur, was designed like the brain itself. And 1,000 years later, it still stands here.
So was Minos pleased?
Minos was cruel. Minos had two secrets: who the Minotaur was and how to get out of the labyrinth. Now Daedalus knew both of them. When the monster was taken into its new prison, Daedalus and Icarus were locked in with it, down there somewhere, in the heart of the labyrinth.
Father! Hurry, please hurry!
3 to the left. 30. 31. 2. 3. 5.
Father, please, it's catching!
This labyrinth is full of signs, tricks and illusions. It can be read like a book. But you know the only person able to read that book.
And with the monster almost upon them, Daedalus struck the wall with the palm of his hand. A door opened and they ran for their lives. Daedalus and Icarus, they'd escaped from the labyrinth and the murderous charge of the Minotaur. But now what? The ports of Crete were heavily guarded. If they were seen, they would certainly be killed. They were marooned on this cruel island.
Look!
I can leave whenever I like. I stretch my wings. Don't you think they're well designed?
Could we fly like Talos said?
Talos is dead.
How did he fall, Father?
You killed him.
No! No!
Father!
It was a game! We were playing at flying!
You killed him.
And in his rage, Daedalus flung his blanket over the bird. They struggled and fought until there was a terrible crack and the great bird's neck snapped.
Now your brothers will come for you. And we'll have feathers enough and wings enough.
Father!
Wings of our own. Do you hear me, son? Wings of our own. We'll fly!
Love him, Daedalus. Love him to death.
The next morning, Daedalus trapped more birds and stole their feathers, found a swarm of bees and stole their hive.
he stuck the feathers to spines of wood with beeswax, moulding each feather tip perfectly together, carefully copying the wings.
More feathers, Father.
Oh, leave it. Leave them.
I'm sorry, he's only trying to help.
Yes, but it's too important. If it weren't so important...
If I weren't so clumsy, if I was Talos.
Now, my son, please, please listen to me carefully.
You always think I'm not listening, but I am. I really am.
Fly behind me and keep close. Don't fly too high or too low. If you fly too low, the sea spray will weigh down the feathers. If you fly too high, the sun will melt the wax. What did I say?
If I fly too high, the sun will melt the wax. You're squeezing me. We're not saying goodbye, are we?
Daedalus clung to his son on the hill. Then he kissed Icarus, and it seemed as if some great bird was feeding its chick mouth to mouth, as birds do, or that Daedalus was willing his knowledge into his clumsy son. Then they turned and ran to the cliff edge and up, out and away from the lands controlled by Minos, flying.
Stay close! Not too low, not too high. Stay close!
But Icarus did not stay close. As the earth shrank beneath him, he beat on, up, past clouds, past listening, past promises.